What's up, YouTube? TristenWulf here, and that's right. It's Raid Shadow Legends. I know. Pay to win game. Why are you playing this game? Why would you want to do this? Well, I gotta tell you, I didn't think I was gonna like it. And you know what? I was right. I don't like it. I'm loving it. I'm not even kidding. It's been so long since I felt like any kind of progression in a game, and we've been going for so long without content and updates. Well, Raid has blown away my expectations. There is so much to do, so much new content every week. And I want you to strap in and be part of this party with me. So I have arranged for you guys to have the best start that I could get you. We're going to begin your journey in Raid, not just with one, not two, not three, not four. Okay, yeah, not four, not really four, but three legendary heroes. And a fourth hero who's going to be an epic hero who is so good that most consider her a legendary hero in Epic Heroes clothing. So, if you use the link promo code in this video's description and download now, you will have access to the legendary heroes Eleanor, Sun Wukong, Alice the Wanderer, and you'll also get the epic hero Rector Drath, who is such a solid hero that most consider her a legendary hero in Epic Heroes clothing. So, let's jump right in and get you guys started. But you guys are probably saying, but Wolf, I've already played Raid Shadow Legends. I've already made an account. I can't use your promo code. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? The first thing you're going to need to do is to log into your Plarium Play. And you're going to find your account in the bottom left-hand corner. You'll click on it and select Log Out. Just log out. Now, you can just create a new account at this point, but if you want it to be super ultra clean, right, go into your settings on your computer and go into your app settings, look for your installed apps, find Plarium in there. If you got a lot of apps, just search PLA, find Plarium Play, click on the three little dots on the right-hand side and uninstall it. It just gives you the cleanest possible start. Make sure there's no issues with using the promo code, especially if you're running an older version. Then once you've completely done that, you're going to want to slide over to my YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description, and you will find the code right there on the YouTube channel. Hey, while you're there, drop me a subscribe. Much appreciated. And then click on that link. It'll take you to the Raid Shadow Legends page. You will need to create a new account. So, if you don't have an email, go to like Gmail and just make a new email, right? For this, give yourself a username, create yourself a password, 12345, put in your new email. I'm going to use TristenWulfRaid@gmail.com. I just set Gmail up to forward that email to my existing one, so I don't have to keep track of it. Check the box agreeing to the Prima Nocta and hit download. Once the download's begun, just go ahead and start installing Raid on your computer. Let the progress go through naturally, and you will be good to go. And there we go. We are all logged in with our brand new account. Patching. Come on, I want to play. All right, we're in. And as soon as you see the Plarium Play screen and the Raid Shadow Legends stream boot up, we're ready to go. And you will know it worked when you see the intro cinematic. Hell yeah, look at that, All right, guys, we got Big Blue and Ugly here to deal with.
I think I'll pass on this one.
Elhain, I think he likes you.
Not for long.
So the face-shooting elf shoots him in the face yet again.
Well shot! Where did you learn that? Hunting orcs.
Hunting orcs? Dude, he's right there! He's standing right beside you! Oh my god. So out comes the big red dragon towards the end of the cinematic, roaring at you, and...
Easy, everyone. Every dragon has a weak spot.
Every dragon has a weak spot. She's just got to hit that weak spot, guys. She's just got to find the weak spot. Maybe the weak spot's in the dragon's mouth. Have you found the weak spot yet? Is it in there? I don't think she found the weak spot.
I think I like this dragon.
All right, guys. Everybody just starts whipping it out, doing as much damage as they can, beating the pus out of the dragon, but you get your asses handed to you, and that's the start. And that's all there is to it, guys. Once you get past that, you're going to be at your unit selection screen. And the 4 units who just gotten eaten by or melted by a dragon are your starting units. So let's go over each one real quick, and I'll try to explain to you, what the benefits are. It really doesn't matter too much which one you pick. They all have their strengths, but I think 2 of them would give you the best start, right? So first, there is Aethel. Aethel is an attack champion. She's got solid survivability, solid buffs, solid damage dealer, all around a really good, versatile hero. She is one of the most popular starting heroes. Some say the best. Her A1 skill strikes the enemy 3 times, where the last hit weakens the enemy for 2 turns. So, solid A1. Her A2 skill is an AoE skill with a wicked fast cooldown, 3-turn cooldown. And it's got a 15% chance to, 15% boost to her crit chance, making it easier for her to deal critical damages. Her A3 skill is a 25% attack buff that lasts for 2 turns. And if she's hurt, it gives her a defense buff too, making her, extra survivable and gives her an extra turn. She gives HP boost to everybody on your team as an aura effect, but all of the starting champions do, so don't worry too much about that aura skill. Very solid pick, will tear you deep into the game. Now we got Galek. Galek is an offensive monster. He's a champion who is great in the arena. He offers solid damage. His skills come down to this. His A1 does damage. His A2 does damage and gives him a speed buff, so he's fast enough to do more damage. And his A3 attacks 4 times, applying a defense break so he can do, you guessed it, more damage. The guy hits like a truck. So he's a very high-rated character, and if you want to do a lot of damage throughout this fight, he is not a bad unit to start off with. He kind of comes in 3rd on the list. I would lean towards Aethel over Galek, but, you do you. Again, much like Aethel, he has a 15% HP in battles to all allies as his aura effect. Next, we're going to talk about Kael. Kael, hands down, is the best rare type poisoner in the game. He's really easy to level, and he puts out the damage. His A1 skill applies a 2.5% poison, which does 2.5% of the enemy's HP as poison damage for 2 turns. Great for bossing. His A2 skill attacks all enemies, increasing his turn meter by 25% chance for each enemy he killed, and once awakened has a 15% chance of making the hit a critical hit. And his S3 skill, Disintegrate. Like Galek, it attacks 4 targets at random, but it has a chance to put a 5% poison debuff on the enemy. This is one of the skills that makes him so good in boss fights. And like all of the other heroes so far, his aura effect is increasing the HP of all allies in the battle by 15%. Last is Elhain. Elhain is our dragon food, the obnoxious elf who hated on Galek and got eaten by a dragon while looking for its weak spot, is a damage dealer who can be used in both PvE and PvP. She's probably one of the weaker of the starting champions due to her limited applications in some content, mostly because of her affinity and because of her stats, but she's still very usable. Her A1 skill attacks an enemy, and if the attack is a critical hit, she attacks again. Her A2 skill attacks one enemy and then attacks all the enemies, allowing her to double attack on her A2 as well. And if that first hit kills that one enemy, it applies a 30% crit rate buff for 2 turns for all the rest of her attacks. This seems like basically a solid upgrade to anything Kael or Aethel has on this skill. Her A3 skill attacks all enemies 2 times. There's no additional effects like with the other units, but it's not just limited to 4 units. She attacks all the enemies. Now, though Kael is my preferred start, I know there are some who love Aethel and will argue with me on this, but let me know in the comment section. Let me know why you guys picked your starter, how it's working out for you. At the start of the tutorial, it's going to make you go and summon something, right? Don't fret this too much, guys. We'll just go in, we'll do our 500 silver summon. Don't even worry about who you get, right? This is just getting you familiar with where things are and how the system works. You're probably not going to keep this unit for long anyway. So after we've got our summon done, we drop down and it's over to the battle screen to jump onto the campaign map. Early on, the campaign map will be the source of much of your early game gear, your leveling, your rewards. We'll cover a lot more of that in later videos. But once you've gotten through the little tutorial blurb here, now back to the lobby screen, and it's time to collect our free legendary hero, Eleanor. And there she is. Now that Eleanor is collected, I want you guys to slide over to this left side toolbar and go to the promo code section and type in promo code Monkey King. Monkey King will get you your second legendary hero, Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong's an incredible damage dealer. He's got incredible damage, he's got survivability, he's got sheep. That's right, sheep. I said sheep. He is an insane nuker and one of the best arena units in the game. Let's talk about Eleanor first real quick. She's an attack-based champion with very high defense, though her HP is a little bit lacking, so kind of be aware of that. As for her skills, her A1 skill places a HP burn on a target that can't be resisted for 2 turns with a 100% proc rate. It can't be resisted. It's an insanely powerful attack. Her A2 skill attacks all enemies, putting a 5% poison debuff with a second poison landing if she crits. So you definitely want to build her with crit. And her A3 skill detonates all poisons, instantly applying all the damage all at once, which is wild. This makes her an insane poison activator. Now Wukong. Wukong is a nuker legendary hero, one of the best arena units in the game. You want this guy, right? You want this guy, this monkey guy, Monkey King has got the damage. His A1 skill does damage and has a chance to stun the enemy, so you're gonna want a little accuracy on this unit. His A2 skill nukes the enemy with 50% damage penetration, 50%, ignore defense. And if somehow the enemy survives that nuke, he turns the enemy into a sheep. Not even kidding, for 1 turn, a sheep. This debuff cannot even be blocked. His A3 skill is insane. It attacks all enemies, stealing all their buffs, all of them, and giving them all to Wukong, and he leaves behind a block debuff. And if that wasn't enough, once you 3-star awaken him, after he dies, when 3 turns pass on your other units, he comes back to life with all of his skills back. Truly an immortal hero. Now, go forth and grind with your new amazing heroes, your powerful start, and within a few hours, you'll get to level 15. And boom, another gift from me to you has arrived. Say hello to Rector Drath. Now, what Rector Drath lacks for in beauty, she makes up for in being one of the best healer revivers in the game. She is a fantastic support champion with solid base stats and very high speed. Let's take a look at her skills here. Her A1 skill is just a simple attack with a chance to reduce attack. So maybe you do want a little bit of accuracy on her, but to be honest with you, you could probably rely on other units for your reduced attack. Her A2 skill heals all allies by 20% of her max health. So if you stack HP on her, that's an insane heal. And after healing, she places an effect called Perfect Veil for 2 turns on all allies that are full health. And anybody that's not full health, she gives a regeneration buff, continuous healing. Perfect Veil reduces AoE damage incoming and prevents people from targeting the allies unless no other allies are visible. Now her A3 skill, this is her revival skill. It revives a unit from the dead with a 4-turn cooldown, so it's pretty fast to get it back up again. And when they revive, they have 60% HP, and it gives them 3-turn Perfect Veil to help protect them so they can get back on their feet. In addition to all of this, once you 3-star awaken her, you will unlock the skill Master of Ghosts, which heals any ally who's under a Veil effect, Veil or Perfect Veil. Whether or not she applied it or not, you can have other people apply it, and it'll still apply this effect, so that any time they take a turn, they're going to heal by 10%. It also adds 50 resistance to all of them to makes them, more resistant to debuffs. And my dudes, we are not done yet. If you slide over to the sidebar, you can pull up the Alice Chase button and you will see that in 7 days, you get your 3rd legendary hero, Alice the Wanderer. Alice the Wanderer looks amazing. And she's got this creepy nightmare fuel rabbit on her back. Whew. God, she looks so good. They did such a good job with the Alice in Wonderland look in this. I really like dark goth Alice. I'm about it. So her A1 skill is a lot going on. She attacks the enemy twice, and then if any of the skills are on cooldown, she attacks them again. And each hit has an 80% chance to decrease debuff or decrease their buff durations. Her S2 skill has a lot of control in it. It's a lockout. It makes her a lockout hero, right? She has a 75% chance to increase the skill cooldowns of her opponent and decrease their turn meter. Also, if any of this target's skill cooldowns are increased to their maximum, she'll decrease the turn meter by an additional 15% for a total of 30%. Her A3 skill hits one target very hard, penetrating for 20%. And if she kills that target, it'll automatically hit the next target with the lowest HP, still with 20% defense penetration. Her 3-star awakening is sizable damage boost, giving her 3% more damage for every skill cooldown remaining on the targets and resetting the cooldowns of her own skill each time she kills the enemy. When she's in the lead spot, she boosts attack to the entire team. Now, what's better yet is once you complete the 14-day pass and you get Alice and her perfect soul on 14th day, you'll open up a second battle pass. This battle pass is open for 21 days, but if you focus hard, you can earn enough currency to clear it in 14 days. So that gives you an incredible first month in Raid. 3 legendary units and Rector Drath, who, but let's be real, though it says she's an epic, she's really a legendary in disguise. So there you go. What's stopping you? Just slam that promo code and let's get started. Ignore the memes and just give it a try. I bet you'll be surprised. I bet you'll be as surprised as I was, and surprised by how much fun you are having with such a powerful start in Raid Shadow Legends.